everyone, it's Maxwell Glick, and it's time for Q&A number 2. I get such great questions from all you Lizzie Bennet fans every single day, and I thought it'd be awesome to do another Q&A where I answer some of the best. First one comes to us from @melody_wrapped on Twitter, and she wanted to know, since Ricky Collins is so verbose, is it hard to learn all those lines? Actually, yeah, it is. Typically, you'll see a scene that Ricky is in, and it'll be chunk of dialogue for Ricky, little dialogue for Lizzie. Chunk for Ricky, little for Lizzie. And yeah, it's basically one long run-on monologue that I have to learn. It's been so awesome to play someone like Ricky Collins who is so wordy, because it's really challenged me to get my memorization skills down and really be ready when we're shooting. I think he's actually the toughest character I've had to play in terms of the amount of dialogue and I think the complexity of the character and living up to all the fans' expectations. But I wouldn't have it any other way. If I got an episode where there weren't paragraphs and paragraphs of Collins, I'd be like, writers, I think you did something wrong here. I said, yeah. Dinosaurs That Roar, hysterical, and Gaylock Holmes, also hysterical, asked me on Tumblr what my favorite books are. I gotta say my favorite book series of all time is Harry Potter. My favorite book in the series is probably 4 or 7. It was always 4, and then 7 came along, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, and also so sad because it's ending. Do you remember what you felt like when you finished Harry Potter? I know that I had to take like a deep breath and be like, oh my gosh, it's over. What now? You mean there's no more? The last book series I read was The Hunger Games, which I loved. But since then, I've had absolutely no time to pick up a book. If you could give me a recommendation on what I should read next, that would be awesome. In the meantime, I've actually been doing audiobooks. That's one of my jobs that I do. I do voiceovers for audiobooks, and they're all young adult audiobooks, and they've been a blast to do. If you'd like to check out some of my audiobooks, they're all on audible.com. Just go there and type my name in the search bar, and you'll get a listing of the books that I've done. Right now, I've got 4 books on there. New Year's Evil and Deadly Delivery by Sidney Williams, Waking the Dreamer by Andy Kaiser, and The Driving Lesson by Ben Rehder. I'm also working on 2 more that are coming soon, so I've been really busy with audiobooks, and basically that's how I've been reading lately. Okay, this question cracked me up. I guess it wasn't so much a question, but a statement on Tumblr from Johnny Nyes. He thinks there are legions of cosplayers dressed as Maxwell Glick somewhere. Now, I think that's a very scary thought. Please, tell me what a Maxwell Glick cosplayer would look like in the comments below. I would love to see that. Or dress up as one. Oh my gosh, if I ever see one walking around next year at VidCon, I will freak out. So I've gotten this question a lot. Who's Mr. Cheesy Pop? Why'd you pick that name? Well, it's pretty simple. When I was a kid, I had to come up with a screen name for things. I chose Mr. Cheesy Pop because, well, as you know, I love pop music. And I chose it with a Z instead of an S because when you're 10, everything's cooler when it's misspelled, right? I don't know if you know this, but I made top 20 lists of my favorite songs every single week since I was a kid, up until about a couple of years ago when I was like, I really don't have time for this anymore, but I still make a top 100 list of my favorite songs of the year. So I thought it would actually be fun to take a look back at what was my top 10 this week in 2000. I do admit, some of these songs I could not remember at all. Let's see if you can remember any of them. Number 10, Everything You Want by Vertical Horizon. Number 9, Change Your Mind by Sister Hazel. Number 8, I Think I'm in Love with You by Jessica Simpson. Really bad sample of Jack and Diane in it. Number 7, Bent, Matchbox 20. Number 6, Absolutely, Story of a Girl by 9 Days. Number 5, Jumpin', Jumpin', Destiny's Child. Number 4, Back Here by BBMak. Number 3, It's My Life by Bon Jovi. Number 2, Doesn't Really Matter by Janet Jackson. And the number 1 song this week back in 2000, It's Gonna Be May, NSYNC. Should I do a flashback like that in future vlogs? Let me know if you'd like to hear some of my old lists just for some nostalgia purposes. That's it for today's Q&A. Again, if you have any questions, find me at Maxwell Glick on Twitter and on Tumblr. And also, I have a general question for you guys, in addition to the other million questions I asked in this vlog. What would you like to see from my channel? Do you want more pop culture stuff? Do you want me to continue to talk about Collins? Do you want sketches? What do you want? I want to know from you, because you guys are awesome, and I'm doing this for you. Thanks again, you guys are really terrific. I cannot tell you how much of a joy it is each day to hear from you. Love you all.